Hi, welcome to a beautiful Wild Heron makeover. Come on in. Hi, I'm Mark from Emerald Coast Fabrication. Thought you'd like to see kind of a remarkable transformation we made of a very dated property. Started out very dark with very dark cherry floors, very dark cabinets, and it had kind of an older bull-nosed granite in the kitchen with a step-up bar. A lot of customers these days are actually cutting these walls down that were originally, like a 16-inch deep step up, kind of bar rail. And a lot of people nowadays are actually cutting these down and doing a full island so they can have seating along the front of it. It really makes for a, much more open, feeling for the kitchen. In this case, we actually did a 2.5-inch dropped miter on this. Really made it a really nice look in this Dolomite marble. And then you'll see here, we brought the backsplash up in the same stone, and then same thing behind the stove. And one of the more neat little aspects of this thing is that we added lighting all down in the kick and also underneath the seating area. And in this case, since this also is acting as a TV room, we can actually make this set so that it doesn't really disturb you, but it'll give you a little nightlight while you're watching television. We also lit the kicks underneath the cabinets again. So, this can act as like a nightlight for you. There's one thing I would like to kind of point out and give credit where credit is due. The customer themselves, these originally were a very dark, solid cherry cabinet, which would be a crime to get rid of. And what they did is actually did this amazing faux wood painting on the thing. It just came out outstanding. You'll notice that they did it here on all the cabinets there, also on the fireplace mantle and a cabinet that is adjacent to the fireplace. You might also notice, and we'll take credit for this, is that since we had a fair amount of this stone, we made the hearth and the surround for the fireplace out of the same marble. The customer also had this amazing antique cabinet with this incredibly veneered, French cabinet that acts as a bar. And again, they wanted to have that skin. We made a top out of the same stone. We did this to kind of pattern the size of the cabinet itself. Continuing this theme, it's also the same stone we used in the powder room as well as the master bath. Another thing that's kind of interesting about this particular project, we actually did the original granite some, 18, 20 years ago. And now it's kind of neat that we get to remake these things into something very elegant and special. If you're interested in updating a property, you've purchased a new property and it's got dated bullnose or old granite, come on down to Emerald Coast Fabrication. We can show you how to turn something, into something special.